Welcome back to the channel. I am super excited to be getting into today's video because we're going to be talking about something that I think is truly game changing in the retail trading space, and it is something called tap to trade. Now, I've been a part of our platform AkashX for a little bit over a year now, and we've recently developed some tech to be able to create this app and create this feature that I think is really going to take a lot of people's trading to the next level. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump straight to screen share so you can check it out. All right, so I'm going to be showcasing our AkashX app and our tap to trade feature. So we're going to click on the AkashX app right here. And once we come in, what I love is that we have our trading account connected to our app and our back office, showing us an MT5 account linked and the balance. Now, this is a TradexMastery prop firm account that is almost done with phase one that you guys are seeing right here. And we're going to go over to tap to trade, which is at the bottom right corner of the app. And here we're going to be receiving trade alerts that we are able to approve on the spot that will be automatically taken for us on our MetaTrader account the minute that we approve. So the last trade that I recently sent out was AUD USD. You can see the entry point, the stop loss, the take profit. Traditionally, if you're going to be a part of a signals room or any chat that's going to tell you where to get into trades, you have to enter these things manually, right? Some people are a little bit newer to trading, don't know how to do it. Some people don't have the time of day to really be managing trades on their own. However, with tap to trade, we've created a lot more freedom for our users because as soon as this trade was sent out, you have a couple of minutes really to accept the trade just to make sure that you have the optimal entry and that your trade basically mirrors mine as much as possible. So I sent out the AUD USD trade. There is a button that shows here that will say approve. And the minute that you hit approve on that trade, it will automatically take the trade for you on your MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5 account. We are also adapting in Trade Locker. So that's really it, right? As soon as you approve the trade, you now give access for me to basically copy trade that into your account. And anything I do on my MetaTrader as far as closing partials, moving my stop loss to break even, and all those things that are a part of trade management, I completely take care of it on my end. So let's actually see what happened with this trade. We're going to jump over to Telegram. And on here, we have the AkashX official Telegram where we send out multiple notifications for different things going on within AkashX. Whenever I send out a tap to trade, we go ahead and let you know on this AkashX official Telegram that it has been sent out so that you can go and approve that trade to be taken for you. We used a 3.84 lot on this trade, which is 0.5% risk on a 100K account. What's awesome is that your lot size will be auto calculated based on your account balance to risk 0.5% as well. And so boom, we sent that out. And a little bit later, a couple hours later, this trade started running and we had an update. We hit our first TP1 on AUD USD. I at that point closed 80% partial profits, moved stop loss to break even, and allowed for a runner, right? So this was a win, right, for AkashX, for TTT, tap to trade. And this is what we do day in and day out. Myself and the other education team, we scan the markets for opportunities based on our strategies. We drop them on tap to trade for you to be able to approve and have those trades taken for you on your app. And that's essentially the most hands-free, simple way for someone that is a professional to be managing trades on your behalf. As long as you guys can approve them on our app, it's done for you. And that's what it is. All right, so now that you have seen how tap to trade works, I want to take some time to really break down the trade that really makes the magic happen at the end of the day, right? That AUD USD trade was an absolute banger, and I want to walk you through why that trade was so great based on the strategy that I use and the confirmations that we have for entering and exiting the trade. So let's jump to the charts and check out this trade. All right, so now we're taking a look at AUD USD. And really the ideology that I use with my trading, if you've seen some of my other content or if you're a part of my private mentorship program, you know that I really have a foundation based around smart money concepts. So what I look at is areas of manipulation and then evidence of that manipulation with structure for us to get into positions confidently. So overall, we were looking at a very bearish market for AUD USD. Now we did start consolidating around this area. We had our pullbacks, and then eventually we ended up breaking a new low here below this liquidity. Now, really what happened with this trade that, signified to me that we should go for buy opportunities is that once we started breaking structure lower here, notice how we take out all of this liquidity, right? A lot of money sitting there in the form of stop losses that is grabbed. And then we have evidence that that is manipulation because we end up shifting structure above this high. And so you got to think about it like this, right? Why is it that the market broke a new low and then immediately after had this immense amount of volume kick in and then break a high? Well, that just shows you that this was the fake out and this was the confirmation of the fake out when we shift structure. So that's how I mark this up. I look at this as really a break of structure first, but the minute that we had this high taken out here, this becomes the shift of structure for me. So I will go ahead and mark that up as a shift of structure above this high. It would be a SOS. And that allows me to then mark this as manipulation, right? As a liquidity grab. Now, we're going to go and mark off that last candle that printed, that last bearish candle that printed here as our manipulation area, right? So here you can see that price comes back down to meet this candle perfectly right here. And then we started seeing and waiting for price to confirm breaking above. This is really where the signal was called from me, roughly at around 0.65. And we had our stop losses at the low right here for about a 13 pip stop loss. Obviously, the ideal entry for this trade would have been a little bit lower, right? For about half of that. However, we really got confirmation once we reacted and stayed above that level to jump in over here. And then final targets were based at around this high, breaking, because again, the structure here is that we consolidated, we liquidity grabbed, shifted structure, retested that, and now with our first target should really be a new high. And we can continue to look at further targets up here to swing this opportunity, but all in all, typically you want to just go for the next high in structure, which is up here at around 65300 area, right? Now, there was some other confirmations and things that we're looking at as far as where price can go next. And we have this imbalance that is found in this area right here on the 20-minute, 15-minute time frame. Multiple time frames were showing this imbalance right here. And really securing the one-to-one was found right over here at around 65130. Now, for me, with tap to trade especially, we do like to secure a lot of one-to-ones just because we want to create an environment where we're consistently securing profit. There's a lot of educators that are going to be calling out trades besides myself on the platform, really looking to just secure wins as much as possible. So overall, this trade idea, I had final targets over here. We secured most of our position at one-to-one at 65130 just to again secure the W for TTT. However, the whole idea behind why this trade worked again is simply we identified that we were in a bearish structure, and here after this push of the low we see a shift of structure above, which means that this area should be maintained. We saw that price did respect that area, and now we're waiting for the push back up. And so if we go ahead and allow this to play out, we got into profits, and boom, we hit TP1 here just a few hours later. And then as we expected from that imbalance happen, we saw that price did have some very strong reactions to that level. We ended up coming back to this area of manipulation. And then we had news the next morning, right? We had news that was a high impact on a Friday. It was PMI. And we see that PMI allowed us to, again, liquidity grab one more time, tap into the zone, and then eventually skyrocket to our further targets. If we go ahead and play that out, we can see right there, we had the news kick in, had a massive rally back to the upside, and then eventually our final targets were met on that trade. And then the market basically stalled out after that to end the week. And this is where we're currently at from the time of this recording, which is Sunday, March 3rd. So all in all, this was a beautiful trade idea, definitely following all of the confluence, all of the confirmations, and we did secure those wins, as you guys saw for our members here on AkashX. So this is really what we want to do, is just wait for our edge in the market, our strategy, and simply only take those type of trades, right? If I don't see these type of formations happen, we are simply not taking anything and just waiting for the market to create these opportunities over and over, because it will, if you just have the patience to sit on your hands when the conditions are not there. I want to thank you guys for watching today's video. So please like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications so you never miss future videos from me. If you want to get involved in my direct private mentorship program through AkashX and take advantage of Tap to Trade, or if you just want to stay in touch with me through social media, my personal public Telegram, you guys can click on the links in the description below, and I will see y'all on the next one. Let's go.